Let's turn to our other big talking point today, because tomorrow is the big day when the battle for Bihar begins. The first round of polling will take place in Bihar tomorrow, and ahead of it, barbs are flying thick and fast with Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and Tejaswi Yadav, his main challenger, launching personal attacks. It was Nitish Kumar who in a sense took the lead, addressing a rally in Hajipur without naming Lalu. He claimed that there were those who had 9 children. How could they rule Bihar? He accused the RJD chief of having one child after another, and Tejaswi today hit back. Let's listen into both first.
किसी को चिंता है 8-8, 9-9 बच्चा बच्ची पैदा करता रहता है, क्या मालूम है किसी को? बेटी पर भरोसा ही नहीं, कई बेटियां हो गई तब बेटा हुआ। और आप सोच रहे कैसा बिहार बनाना चाहते हैं, ऐसा ही बिहार बनाना चाहते हैं। अगर यही लोगों का आदर्श है तो समझ लीजिए बिहार का क्या बुरा हाल होगा। कोई पूछने वाला नहीं रहेगा, सब का सब बर्बाद हो जाएगा।
नीतीश कुमार जी कुछ भी कहें, हमारे लिए आशीर्वाद है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं हमारे बहाने वो प्रधानमंत्री को ही निशाना बनाने का काम कर रहे हैं। अगर ऐसी बोली अगर वो बोलते हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं से महिलाओं का जो है मर्यादा जो है उसको ठेस पहुंचाने का वो काम कर रहे हैं। जो डिग्निटी होती है महिलाओं की, आप कह सकते हैं हमारी माँ की डिग्निटी को वो ठेस पहुंचा रहे हैं, हमारी माँ की मर्यादा को वो ठेस पहुंचाने का काम कर रहे हैं नीतीश कुमार जी।
Okay, let's go straight to our face-off this evening. Pawan Khera, spokesperson of the Congress, and Guru Prakash of the BJP are joining me. I appreciate both of you joining us. This personalization, Pawan Khera, you know, yesterday it was Nitish Kumar questioning Lalu having 9 children without, of course, naming him. Today, Tejaswi Yadav says, look at the Prime Minister and his 6 siblings. Surely, personal jibes are part of every election. But do you believe that these are attempts in a way to divert attention from the core issue of what has become this Bihar election has become about who is best placed to govern Bihar? Is this election about governing Bihar or who has how many children?
Rajdeep, even if there are attempts to distract the focus away from the failures of the JDU-BJP alliance, it's too late in the day. I mean, BJP has been trying to distract the collective attention, the collective focus of the entire country forever. For the last 6 years, they have been trying to, distract our attention from one failure of theirs to another. नोटबंदी हुई तो कुछ और ले आएंगे, कुछ और होगा तो पाकिस्तान ले आएंगे, पाकिस्तान खत्म हुआ कुछ और ले आएंगे. So that's been there. That's the BJP Modi ecosystem which revels in distraction. But I have been in Bihar for the last 15-20 days, and I can see people refuse to get distracted. They are focused on unemployment. They are focused on the plight of the labor which had to walk thousands and thousands of kilometers. They are absolutely focused on the failure of this government and the central government.
So you're telling me this Nitish versus Tejaswi shadow boxing is only a sideshow? Are you telling me Nitish versus Tejaswi is only a sideshow? So the core issue remains governance?
There is just, Rajdeep, there's just one show going on in Bihar. It is Nitish and BJP versus the voter of Bihar. There is no other show going on in Bihar, much though they would like to try and talk about China, Pakistan, whatever they want to talk about. The youth of Bihar has taken over this election. They are guiding the narrative of Bihar.
Let me get Guru Prakash to respond to that. You know, there's a sense, Guru Prakash ji, that even when the Prime Minister was in Bihar, rather than focus on local issues and the performance of the Nitish government, Article 370 was brought in, Galwan was brought in. Is this election about national issues, or is it about personal attacks on each other, or is it about the core issue of governance?
No, certainly, Rajdeep, specifically listening to the observations made by Mr. Khera from the Congress party, and especially the last sentence that he said that this election is about the youngsters of Bihar, the aspirations of the new Bihar. And as a youngster of Bihar myself, as someone who was born and brought up here, and as someone who teaches at the Patna University as an assistant professor, I constantly have this habit of being in touch with the youngsters of the state and what they're thinking. For the first time, Rajdeep ji, through your medium, I would like to tell you this, that I have seen 4 elections and the sort of conversations that were happening around 99 and 2000, around caste, around community, around electoral violence, that has fundamentally shifted toward a constructive and a positive electoral discourse. And this could well be a turning point in the Indian political history. For the first time, a state like Bihar is leading this, and the credit for this certainly goes to the Honorable Prime Minister, who in the last 6 years in his governance at the center has proved that unless until you deliver, unless until you produce what actually the people of India want, you cannot actually survive in the political battle. And the sort of conversation, you see public health, infrastructure, job, these are issues where we are fighting, where we are having debate. So this is a very positive change and I welcome it. As far as the question on Article 370 and some of the other Ram Temple issues that you raised, they have been just now and then. But if you do a statistical analysis of the speeches made by our leadership, they have reasserted that this election is going to be on the real issues, on the clean governance of Shri Nitish Kumar, on corruption-free governance of Shri Nitish Kumar, and how have we delivered on Bijli, Sadak Pani, and beyond.
Okay, let me take that to Pawan Khera. Pawan Khera, in Nitish Kumar's attack, somewhere there is a reminder that about the Lalu legacy. Is that a legacy you're trying to live down? Every day, Nitish Kumar somewhere tries to remind the voters of Bihar, remember what happened in the 15 years of Lalu. Is that something you're also having to live down in a way, Pawan Khera?
Rajdeep, this is the Gujarat model of setting a narrative or trying to upset a narrative. What is the Gujarat model of upsetting a narrative? 70 साल. अरे साहब आपने 6 साल तो बताइए. 70 साल क्या किए जा रहे हैं? Again, 15 साल ये वाले भूल जाइए पिछले वाले. उससे पहले के 15 साल. अरे what about your 15 years? NCRB data, crime, kidnapping, rape. Today we did a press conference, Randeep Surjewala ji and I, and we exposed this bogey of 15 साल पहले जो हाल, अरे अभी पिछले 15 साल का जो क्राइम फिगर्स आप देखेंगे, you'll be shocked. And this decent professor sitting here is trying to take credit of the changing narrative in Bihar. I'm sorry, this change in narrative in Bihar is despite Mr. Modi and his attempts at distracting, diverting and dividing the society. उसके बावजूद बिहार का नौजवान, he refuses to get carried away by your attempts, silly attempts at times. I mean, somebody as tall as the Prime Minister coming and trying to divide society. Every rally, every election he goes and tries to create conflicts where they don't exist.
No, where is the, give me an example. Where is the example?
The same Prime
Give
Minister
me an
5 years
example.
ago.
No, you have made a point that the Prime Minister is trying to divide the voters of Bihar. Give me an example.
Sir, I am coming to that. Sir, it is the entire ecosystem encouraged and abetted by the Prime Minister and his Godi media. I am sorry, pardon my use of this term. I hate this phrase, but I have to use it because there is no other phrase. The Godi media, see what they have been doing over the last 6 years. But आप बिहार को ही ले लीजिए. Did they talk? Did you hear a single debate on the unemployment figures of Bihar before the elections? वो तो अब हम लोगों ने बोलना शुरू किया तो आप लोग सब बोल रहे हैं. कौन बोल रहा था पहले बताइए? Who's talking about the labor? ठीक है, घर पहुंच गए. Post COVID, अभी तो COVID चल रहा है. What is happening to them? How many debates did you see? So, if the narrative is changing, it's nothing to do with the BJP. It's despite the BJP and its sponsored media. And I don't include your channel in this. I'm talking about other channels who indulge in this. The same Prime Minister Rajdeep 5 years ago was enlisting 56 scams of Nitish Kumar, and here Professor Saab is saying कि अरे corruption free government. अरे आप ही के प्रधानमंत्री तो बता रहे थे 56 घोटाले नीतीश कुमार जी के 2015 में. क्या हुआ 56 घोटालों का बताइए.
Let Guru Prakash ji respond. Guru Prakash ji, just as the Congress seems to want to live down somewhere Lalu's legacy, you want to now live down Nitish's legacy. Let's be very clear. As we go into voting tomorrow, this election becomes much more about the center than the state. Is that right or wrong?
No, absolutely not, Rajdeep ji. So, Pawan Khera ji has brought out some, I think I've taken a note, it's about health, crime and employment. So I'll take it point by point. In terms of health, the life expectancy of Bihar in 2005 was 65. In 2019, it's 69. Infant mortality rate, Rajdeep, in 2005 was 61. In 2019, it's 34. Maternal mortality rate, Rajdeep, in 2004 was 312. In 2020, it's 149. Coming to law and order, dacoity cases in 2001 was 1293. In 2019, it's 391. Extortion plus kidnapping in 2001 was 385. 2019 was 43. And this is when there has been a decadal population growth of almost 20%. In terms of employment, Rajdeep ji, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy has said that the rate of unemployment in Bihar is much lower than that of Delhi and Rajasthan. Bihar is 11.9%, Delhi is 12%, Rajasthan is 15%. So as far as the question of data is concerned, I'm very happy that we are having a very positive and a constructive conversation here on your show, Rajdeep. And I don't believe in painting everyone with the same color as my friend from the Congress party was commenting on the state of media in the country
Well,
today.
I'm glad that both of you, in a sense, have come to this show with data. I wish our senior politicians did the same instead of making personal attacks on each other. This is far more rewarding in a way for the voters of Bihar. Let them choose who they want to win. May the best person or the best team win in this. Pawan Khera and Guru Prakash ji, I appreciate your joining us here the day before the big elections.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.